The vintage revival trend has swept through the fabric of modern life, weaving together threads of nostalgia and contemporary flair. Among the decades that have experienced a renaissance, the 1970s stands out as a vibrant tapestry of style, culture, and influence. A time when music, fashion, and art collided in a kaleidoscope of innovation, the 1970s beckons us to explore its essence and integrate its spirit into our lives today. Imagine stepping into a world where bell-bottom jeans swish with every stride, and the air is thick with the scent of patchouli and freedom. The 1970s was a decade marked by rebellion and self-expression, where the youth culture championed individuality. This era birthed iconic figures like David Bowie and the punk rock movement, creating a soundscape that still resonates. To incorporate elements of the 1970s into modern life is to embrace this ethos of authenticity and creativity. Fashion is one of the most tangible ways to channel the spirit of the 1970s. The era was characterized by bold patterns, earthy tones, and a mix of textures that celebrated both comfort and flair. Think of flowing maxi dresses adorned with floral prints, which evoke a sense of bohemian freedom. Pair these with chunky platform shoes that not only add height, but also a playful bounce to one's step. Vintage thrift stores and online marketplaces have become treasure troves for those seeking to revive this aesthetic. A simple trip to a local thrift shop can yield a stunning collection of high-waisted jeans, vibrant paisley shirts, and oversized sunglasses that transport the wearer back in time. But the revival isn't just about clothing, it's also about the mindset. The 1970s was a time of social change, where movements for civil rights, gender equality, and environmental awareness gained momentum. Today, as we grapple with our own societal challenges, the lessons from that decade remain relevant. Incorporating the spirit of activism into modern life means engaging with social issues, advocating for change, and fostering a sense of community. The 1970s taught us that fashion could be a form of protest, a way to express beliefs and values. Wearing a vintage band tee or a peace sign necklace can serve as a conversation starter, a way to connect with others who share similar ideals. Music, too, is a powerful conduit for reviving the 1970s. The decade birthed genres that continue to influence artists today. The soulful melodies of disco, the raw energy of punk, and the introspective lyrics of folk rock all find their way into contemporary playlists. Hosting a vinyl night with friends, where everyone brings their favorite records from the era, can create a communal experience that celebrates both the past and present. The crackle of a record player, the warmth of analog sound, and the shared joy of discovering new or old favorites can forge connections that transcend time. Art and design, reflecting the ethos of the 1970s, also offer a pathway to incorporate this vintage revival into modern life. The era was rich with experimentation, as artists pushed boundaries and challenged norms. The bold geometric patterns of the time can be reimagined in home decor, with vibrant wallpaper or statement furniture pieces that evoke a sense of playfulness. A living room adorned with macrame plant hangers and shag rugs can create a cozy, inviting atmosphere that pays homage to the past while remaining stylishly relevant. The culinary landscape of the 1970s is another avenue for revival. This was the decade that saw the rise of health food movements, the popularity of vegetarianism, and a fascination with exotic cuisines. Incorporating elements of this culinary culture into modern cooking can be as simple as hosting a dinner party featuring classic 1970s dishes, like fondue or quiche, while infusing them with contemporary twists. Exploring the use of whole grains, fresh vegetables, and international flavors can not only create a delicious meal, but also spark conversations about the evolving nature of food culture. Traveling back to the 1970s also means embracing the spirit of adventure. The decade was defined by a sense of wanderlust, with the rise of road trips and exploration. Today, this can translate into a desire to seek out the unconventional. Instead of opting for the typical vacation spots, why not explore vintage motels, retro diners, and national parks that evoke the nostalgia of a bygone era? Planning a road trip along the Pacific Coast Highway, stopping at quirky roadside attractions, and listening to a carefully curated 70s playlist can create memorable experiences that celebrate the essence of the decade. Moreover, the 1970s was a time of innovation in technology, albeit in a much different form than today. The advent of personal computing and the early stages of video gaming began to shape the future. Incorporating a retro gaming night, complete with classic arcade games or vintage consoles, can be a fun way to connect with friends and family. The simplicity of these games, coupled with the thrill of competition, can evoke a sense of camaraderie reminiscent of the past. As we navigate our modern lives, the vintage revival trend offers a rich tapestry from which to draw inspiration. The 1970s, with its vibrant colors, revolutionary spirit, and cultural richness, invites us to reflect on our values and aspirations. By embracing the fashion, music, activism, art, and culinary delights of this era, we can create a lifestyle that honors the past while celebrating the present. The revival is not merely about aesthetics, it's about integrating the essence of the 1970s into our daily lives, fostering connections, and inspiring creativity. In a world that often feels disconnected, the vintage revival trend serves as a reminder of the power of nostalgia and the enduring relevance of the past. The 1970s, with its boldness and authenticity, encourages us to be true to ourselves, to express our individuality, and to engage with the world around us. As we weave these elements into the fabric of our modern lives, we not only keep the spirit of the 1970s alive, but also enrich our own experiences, creating a vibrant tapestry that honors both the past and the present.